Imagine waking up tomorrow in a world without elevators. Not just the modern ones, every lifting device throughout history has vanished. Sounds simple, right? Just take the stairs. But here's where things get interesting. Our entire modern civilization would collapse within days. Not because we're lazy, but because elevators aren't just about moving people. They're the invisible backbone of everything we've built since the Industrial Revolution. Look out your window at any city skyline. Now picture this. Without elevators, every building would be limited to about 7 stories. That's the maximum height people will consistently climb by stairs. New York, gone. Dubai, impossible. Every major city on Earth would have to be completely rebuilt. Take your smartphone. The microchips inside it are manufactured in ultra-clean rooms stacked on top of each other, connected by specialized elevators that prevent contamination. Without them, semiconductor manufacturing becomes impossible. Within months, no new phones, computers, or electronic devices could be produced. Hospitals would be next. Modern medical centers rely on elevator systems to move patients, equipment, and supplies between floors. Emergency responses that take seconds by elevator would now take critical minutes. Entire departments would have to be restructured, and many life-saving procedures would become logistically impossible. But the real nightmare begins underground. Modern mines extend thousands of feet below the surface, with elevators moving tons of essential minerals every hour. Without them, our access to everything from copper to lithium would vanish. Those batteries powering the electric revolution, they'd become impossible to manufacture. The metals needed for wind turbines and solar panels, trapped beneath the earth. Think about your morning coffee for a moment. Those beans traveled through dozens of vertical lifting systems before reaching your cup, from the cargo elevators at shipping ports to the industrial lifts at roasting facilities. Without these systems, global food distribution would grind to a halt, supermarkets would empty, cities would starve. Ports would become graveyards of stranded cargo. Container ships carry thousands of boxes stacked 8 stories high, but without cargo elevators we'd be forced to handle everything at ground level. A ship that once unloaded in days would now take months. Global trade would slow to a crawl. The human cost would be even more profound. Elderly residents living above the 4th floor would become prisoners in their own homes. Office workers would cluster in low-rise buildings, forcing companies to spread out horizontally instead of vertically. Our cities would sprawl endlessly outward, consuming farmland and wildlife habitats. Construction itself would transform. Without elevators to move materials upward, every building would become a complex choreography of cranes and manual labor. A simple task like replacing a window on the 10th floor would turn into a major logistical operation. But perhaps the most fascinating change would be social. Throughout history, the top floors of buildings were reserved for the poor, the unfortunate souls who had to climb countless stairs. The invention of the elevator reversed this hierarchy. Penthouses became prestigious precisely because elevators made them accessible. Without them, we'd see a complete inversion of property values. Ground floor apartments would command premium prices, while anything above the 4th floor would become nearly worthless. The world without elevators wouldn't just be inconvenient, it would be unrecognizable. Our vertical civilization would be forced horizontal. Cities would spread rather than soar. The very way we live, work, and organize our society would have to be fundamentally reimagined. Yet here's what's truly remarkable. Right now, elevators are moving billions of people and countless tons of materials. They're so reliable that we've forgotten they're even technology. The average elevator could run for 190 years before failing statistically. They're the safest form of transportation ever created, safer than walking. So the next time you step into an elevator, remember, you're not just riding a box up and down, you're using a machine that made our modern world possible. A technology so essential that without it, civilization as we know it wouldn't exist. If this glimpse into the hidden impact of everyday technology fascinated you, you won't want to miss our next video, What If Air Conditioning Disappeared? Hit subscribe and tap that notification bell to join us as we explore the invisible systems that shape our world.